Welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing some back to school shopping and I'm doing it 100% solo, which I think is the best way to do back to school shopping. I've done some shopping online, so I kind of want to compare prices and just pick up a couple of last minute stuff. I have some fuel, I grabbed a matcha, and I am at Premium Outlets. It's hot in here. I'm at the Premium Outlets, which is a place where you can get really good deals on clothing, accessories, all that stuff. So let's see what we can find. We can do back to school shopping, reasonable price, not going overboard. We'll see. Did I also mention that I got here super early? Like right when they opened, super early. So hopefully it's not going to be too crowded. Went into Old Navy. I found and tried on a lot of their jeans, but I think I'm going to do a specific Old Navy jeans haul for you guys because their new campaign and their new line of jeans is really just that good and affordable. So I want to share that with you, specifically just their jeans and their denim. I found a couple of stuff for my little guy for back to school. I'm also going to check out Gap. I think the pricing might be a little bit better and the selection will be better. And I am in front of Aritzia, so I'm going to take a look inside of Aritzia to see if they have anything for fall for me. Let's see what they got. I'm good. How are you? Okay, so I went into Aritzia. They actually told me that you're not allowed to record in there, so I stopped. And I just finished at the Gap, picked up a couple things. They have 50% off. So now I'm gonna check out New Balance to see if I can find some new runners for me. I'm looking for, I think they're called the 9060s in various color waves. They may not have it, but let's take a look. Okay, let me take a little break because I am not coming up with a place to find shoes for my son. I just finished at Nike, which is behind me. I went into New Balance. Where else did I go? I went into this shoe. I think it was like some type of shoe company. I'm not sure the name. Nothing. I'm looking for a size 11 shoes. He wants a Spider-Man shoe. I found a Spider-Man shoe, but it was in size 10, so it wasn't size 11. Went into Nike. I couldn't find a nice shoe that's size 11. And mind you, another thing, I'm looking for Velcro because he doesn't know how to tie his shoes yet, which we need to work on. We need to get that done. So I'm gonna check on the map and see if I can find any other place where I can get shoes for him. And then I also want to check out Coach. I want to check out Longchamp and a couple of the luxury boutiques just to see what they have in right now, especially for fall. So, and I'm getting hungry. Surprise, surprise. So let's check out what else they have. And this is actually really nice. It's an outdoor mall, so you're walking around. So that's really nice. But I'm just happy that I didn't bring my son with me because this would take a lot longer and he would be a lot more grumpy if I took him with me. Oh yeah. You know what? There is Adidas. I can check out Adidas and then I'll go back. There's Adidas, there's the children's place, and I think that might be it. I'm gonna check out those two places and see if they have size 11 shoes. That was a really quick stop. They don't have kids' shoes. So I'm walking to the end here, and you know what? My last resort, well, I shouldn't say last resort, but another place that I'm going to go to is Walmart. I'm just looking for indoor shoes for my son, and I bought him a pair of shoes from Walmart last year that he really liked. He really, really liked. So I might end up just going to Walmart if I can't find anything. Because it's always a challenge to find his size when it's back to school. Yeah, I'm at the end. That's the road. I'll check in Puma. I'm just walking around here. I'm gonna check in Puma if they have something. I also passed by Stuart Weitzman, so I'm gonna pop into some of these stores, some of my favorite stores, and just see what they have. So Puma, I'll check in there. They also do have a Carter's. I don't know the quality shoe that Carter's has, but I'll definitely take a look. I'm going to take advantage of being able to do some back to school shopping while my son is not here, because it just goes a lot faster. Okay, just stepped into Stuart Weitzman. They're currently having a sale, really good sale. So I'm looking at some loafers. These are also really nice. That's actually really nice. It's not bad. Okay, there has been a lot of shopping done today and a lot of looking around and comparing. I was just inside the Stuart Weitzman. I found a pair of loafers, tried them on with insoles. I love them. I really like them. But I'm gonna think about it because they are pricey, but it's 60% off. It's such a steal. I'm actually gonna look for Longchamp because my sister wanted me to take a look at the bags. So I'm gonna look for them. Oh, I see it. So we're gonna head out to Longchamp, see what they have, and then I'm gonna think about those shoes. I might go for those loafers that I showed you, that have like the little stones around them. They're leather, it's good quality. I think they're gonna stretch a little bit. They feel comfortable with the insoles, and it's honestly at a steal. So it kind of checks a lot of boxes. I don't know, I'm still doing that. It checks a lot of boxes for me. So yeah, and it's one of those things that was on my list for fall, to get a pair of nice loafers. And Stuart Weitzman makes good shoes. Like, it's checking all the boxes. I'm convincing myself. Okay, we're getting close to Longchamp. We're gonna check out their bags. I still have my eye on the Coach one, but it's not like an immediate. Longchamp makes some good bags. There's also Toomey that I might just pop into right after. The day is pretty much done. I've been here for a long time. Longchamp will not be as crowded as the Coach. Hello, I'm good. Okay, these are the pinks.
Sorry, my dear. I'm just gonna grab the stick. I'm just gonna be in your way. Sorry. So only these two columns here are full price today. So this one will be $220 regular price today, and then that's like the new colors.
I think these colors look nice too. The purple down here looks nice. And like some of the darker blues I think look nice. Or the teal. Progress. We went to Longchamp and I got a bag for my sister. So that's done. And as I was getting the bag, I was sitting thinking, of course, asking my sisters for advice, and I'm gonna go back and get the loafers, the ones that have like the little sparkle around them. I can just picture myself wearing them with a light color pair of jeans, with a skirt in the winter. Instead of wearing sneakers, I can opt for loafers. So we are almost done. And I'm just gonna make that last stop at the Stuart Wiseman. And then I think I should be done. And I should be done for the day. The Coach bag. I think I might think about it a little bit more, especially after going and being inside Longchamp. There's a lot of bag options, so I think the bag will always be there, or I can always order it. But the shoes, I think that's a once in a lifetime because it is, as I said, 60% off. And of course, I can always go home, try it on with a pair of jeans, see if I really, really like it. I think I do because I'm still thinking about it. So, yeah. I got the shoes for my son, got a couple more pair of jeans for him, and I also ordered stuff for him online already. So I'm set. I think I'm set for back to school. I do also have to order, is this the right area? Am I in the right spot? I think I am. I also have to order some lunch, like a lunch box, lunch container. I'm hoping, I want to go for a stainless steel lunch box for him. If I can find one. I found one on Amazon, but I'm going to keep looking just to see if I can find the kind of healthiest option or the safest option when it comes to using either stainless steel or plastic. I hope I'm going the right way. So I'm going to keep searching. I have like a couple more weeks before school starts to find the perfect or the best lunch bag. Oh my gosh, did I go the right way? Yes, I did. Okay, I see the sign. It's a little bit hidden. Okay, this is the last thing. My feet are starting to kill me, starting to hurt me. So yes, I'm gonna buy the shoes and then we are done. And I was trying on a lot of shoes today. Yeah, I think they'll be perfect for fall. Here we go. Oh, hi. So I'm gonna make the purchase. Yes, I will. Okay, so got the shoes, and I'm gonna try another pair just because while I'm here, it's like, why not? So I saw this. Looks gorgeous, and they have it in a suede. I love the suede, but honestly, I can't. I don't think I'll take care of it. So I'm gonna try it in the leather, and it's a pointed toe, so I'm gonna get my true size, and we'll see if it fits. I'm back from back to school shopping, back home, settled in, and I also got some of my online orders. So I just wanted to share and unbox some of the things that I got during that shopping trip. This is your first time doing back to school, preparing mentally. Side note, I feel like I was just straight waterworks for back to school. I cried a lot that first day. So yeah, mentally preparing for the first day of school. If you're a first-time mom, the first time sending your kids off to school and they've been home with you this whole time, I was not expecting that at all. So let's talk about it. First things first, in Gap, a lot of the stores, and it was kind of busy, but because I really wanted to like shop intentionally, I was just in and out quite a bit. So some stuff that I picked up, Gap didn't have much, and I did do a large order before going in store. Some of the stuff that I saw in store that I didn't see online, I picked up these jeans. They were 50% off, a nice dark wash. It has the elastic band. It does not have the other like waist cinchers or hip cinchers, whatever they're called, but these are like their baggy denim. I will link, if I can, link the stuff in the description below, and also check out my LTK where I put a ton of links for kids and for myself. So check out my LTK, that's where I put all of my clothing, accessories, stuff that I find for my home, all that kind of good stuff will be on my LTK. I'll put it below. So yes, the denim. And we still have to try these on. And this is in a size 5. Yeah, I feel like they are big. I'm okay with the pants being big. And some track pants. I do like a wide leg track pant for my son, especially with like the fall. I want his ankles to be covered and it's like fleecy on the inside. So good for when the weather is cool. For us in Canada, sometimes our fall weather is not always that dry, crisp fall. It is more damp, I find. So the kids will need the slush pants, the raincoats, the rain boots, because fall weather can sometimes be a bit rainy. So preparing for that. Okay, so some stuff that I ordered. I did one order when they had a sale, and then a couple days later they had a steeper sale. So I think I double ordered. I'm gonna open up my Old Navy and double check. Yeah, so yes, I did. So I ordered these. And yeah, so I think sometimes if it's a good deal and I just can't find the sizes, I'll buy 2 of the same pair of pants, especially with my son. He wears out the knees really quickly, and if he gravitates towards a specific style wash, I will buy it, like 3 or 4 of them. So yeah, what works, I keep it pretty consistent. It doesn't need to be that difficult for me. So I'm gonna return those because I think I got a better deal. So I will send those back. But let's open up from Gap. I picked up some sweaters, some track pants, these zipper hoodies. I think I sized up. I did. Sometimes these shrink in the wash, and I sized up to a 6 this time. So I like the zipper ones. I found I got my son a crew neck last year and he wore these ones more so than the crew neck. And especially again with fall, I can send him to school in this with a long sleeve or maybe a short sleeve. So, and then he can decide if he wants to take it off. So it's a little bit easier. I will have to also label these. Another thing, label all the clothing. And sometimes I think, oh my gosh, is it overkill that I'm buying so much? But you have to send your kids to school, especially if they're young kids, with an extra pair of clothing. When they come home, for us, we have house clothes. So as soon as you come home from school, we do the whole shower routine and put on a fresh pair of clothes. And then for bedtime, a fresh pair of pajamas. So in one day, there's 3 sets of clothing that we go through. So a lot of clothes that you go through. The sweater, I got something similar for my son last year in green. It was very handy. It's just like a sweater for the winter time and for late fall, winter. And I believe this might be a cotton sweater. Yes, it's mainly cotton, 80% cotton. So even with a t-shirt underneath this, it's not too bulky. Just wearing this in fall or winter, it's fairly warm, and I find that kids, they will get really hot in the school. So I mean, he doesn't have to wear wool because it's not like he's going to be outside and it's very cold, and plus with winter jackets and stuff, but still having a good long sleeve crew neck sweater is always good to have. So I sized up. Yes, I got this in a 6. Sometimes because it's cotton, it will shrink, so I sized up. Long sleeve. I really like this colorway. I feel like these kind of polos with the stripes are coming back in. I got this in a size 6, I want to say. Yes. So I like to upsize too. It does look pretty large, but by the time you wash it, and even just having that backup, when your kid is like between like the 5.5, 6, 6.5, I will just size up because then they can use it for the beginning of the next year's season, right? So sized up. I like that one. I believe it's cotton. This is a crew neck sweater. So similar again, sized up. Yes, sized up. Got this in a 6. And I also, another thing, if you're like a parent or first time a parent doing back to school shopping. Before I did all of this shopping, I went through my son's closet and saw what still fit him, and what didn't fit him, and then just had an idea of how much more things I need to add to his wardrobe based off of he comes home from school. We do 3 outfits in a day, and then also making sure that we send a pair of clothing to his school that he has at school. So with that information, you have to make sure that you have enough clothing for 5 days of school, the weekends, laundry, all that stuff. Okay. These are, I think, pants, track pants. And one thing that I learned about my son, he likes to wear track pants. He will pick out sometimes track pants over jeans. Now, these are also fleecy, but they don't feel as thick as like the sweater. No, they don't feel as thick as, or like soft as these. I don't know. We'll see when I wash them. But these ones have the scrunchie, the elastic band at the base. So I got 2 different styles. We'll see which one he gravitates more towards. But having some track pants is always good. I just find that with my son, the knees get worn out very quickly. So, but track pants are always good to have. And socks. So again, Gap had a huge sale. I said, you know what? If you need to stock up underwear, socks, the kids go through socks like crazy, or you lose socks like crazy. So I picked up, this was a 7-pack. Yeah, 7-pack of socks. I know that we're gonna need them. So yes, pick those up. And these are ankle quarter crew socks. So maybe not quite ankle, but have those. Now for pants. So now most of these pants, I think I got them in a 5. I don't know if my son's gonna like these, because the 5s look big. They look big, although I think they're probably shrink. So these are the ones that have that detailing around here, those joggers. These are the like denim joggers. I don't know if he's gonna like these. We will see. I don't think he's gonna like them. Yeah, this is like their super soft denim. They do have pockets, so that's helpful. But we'll see if he gravitates towards these or not. And when I go through his clothing, I'll find stuff that I can just donate depending on the wear. Sometimes you can always do co-assignment. I know there is Once Upon a Child in, I think it's a Canada-wide, I don't know if it's Canada and US, but you can also for Once Upon a Child, you can drop off gently used children's clothing, socks, strollers, a lot of like kids' toys, books, and you can get cash for your gently used items. So that's another option. Facebook Marketplace is always another option as well. Or just handing stuff down to family or friends, donating it to a church, donating it to, there are places to donate clothing too. So if you are actively trying to declutter, there are lots of options. Now are these the carpenter pants? These might be. I liked these because the knees. Now it's not, I don't feel like it's an extra padding, but there was a pair. Is this an extra? You know what? I feel like it's a little bit, it might have like a double layer actually. It does. It's double layered. There are 2 layers of denim in here, which is perfect. From last year's experience with school, my son, he came home with at least 3 or 4 pair of pants, 3 to 4 pairs of pants that would just holes on the knees, worn out. Thankfully, I just cut them and we use them for shorts in the house. But I learned a lesson there, trying to just get pants that now are double reinforced at the knees. So I hope he likes these. They do have a bit of stretch and they have some pockets. So yes, I think, did I only get one of these? I think I did. A bit more denim. These are striped actually. I don't know if I like these. So up close. I think I'm gonna send these back. Honestly, like I'd rather get another pair of these that have the stuff on the knees, like the knee pads. I'd rather get another pair of pants that have the knee pads on them than these. First of all, because I don't know, the wash, stains, yeah, annoying my kid. So I picked up a pair of loafers for myself. Let's unbox them. So I picked up these loafers from Stuart Weitzman at the Premium Outlet, and pretty good discount, 60% off, although it's still pricey. But I think I have 1 or 2 pairs of shoes from Stuart Weitzman, and they're over 10 years old. Over 10 years old. So, and they're in pretty good shape. I'm just waiting for the trend to come back in for us to wear the heels that had the platform, just like a slight platform, not like the crazy Louboutin platforms that were out, just like a slight platform. And I'll be able to take those shoes out again. Okay. So, okay, they're giving me everything. Oh, please handle, wear, and store with care. Very, very important. If you have a dust bag, use them. These might be for the little jewel things that are on them. So they gave me little extras in case they fall off, which, you know what, I didn't think about, but it could be, that could happen. Sometimes you can bring it back to the store. I know a long time ago, Valentino did that. Sometimes for your heels, if that little black part of the heel broke off, you could return it, not return it, but you could get that repaired. Yes, it's pearls and like these little jewels. Has a little bit of a heel, slight heel. So I really like them. Like I really like them, and I can't wait to wear them with like some jeans. My favorite, especially in the fall. I can just picture this with jeans and like a chunky sweater. Yes. And you know what's so weird? Now that I'm home, I am thinking about that Coach bag. I'm thinking about that Coach bag. I think because for fall, another thing that was on my list is getting a really nice leather bag for fall. So that's on my list. I don't usually have really long lists for things that I want to get. More so staple items, just like staples in my wardrobe that will last a really, really long time. And I mean years, where I'm okay with spending a little bit more because the quality is just there. So yes, that is all the stuff that I got. I will leave you with this note or this message. If you're a first-time mom, first time sending your kids to school, our first year of school, there was definitely lots of ups and downs, but the biggest thing and some of the best takeaways and lessons that I've learned is to mentally prepare yourself as much as you can. Doing a trial run with your kid before school, visiting the school, getting to know the administration, the teachers. Another big one is volunteering. If you can volunteer at the school, in the classroom, do so. It will definitely put your mind at ease. Just being able to see your child interacting with other students and the teachers and the administration. Have the teacher's email, communicate and talk to your child's teacher regularly. Even if you feel like you're being a pain, it doesn't matter because the teacher's with your child for a long period of time, right? As soon as they enter school, that is a huge influence in your child's life. So be that parent. Make sure that you are advocating for your child, that you are there, that you are present. Again, in the school, out of school. I also found, this is a big one, after school, it's like emotional dumping almost when your kid comes home they are hungry, they're cranky, they're in a bad mood. And I've seen a lot of this online from people who work with children who are experts, and it really is just them coming home to their safe space and being able to just let go of the day, if that makes sense. So have that expectation where your kid's going to come home feeling a little bit cranky. That happens. They may just want to have some quiet time to almost like relax their brain, because they may feel overstimulated from the day at school, sitting, standing in line, listening, and just having so much structure at school. They just need a moment to relax themselves. So I find my son will just sit and play quietly with Lego, give him a snack. We do our shower routine. I find that doing the shower after school, right after school, and just kind of washing away and just releasing that tension works wonders. And just having that snack and just letting them kind of just relax. So I find that that works. Or getting outside really depends specifically with your child, but I know that that was something that I experienced, and speaking to other moms that they have also experienced very similar situations or experiences. So give your child that time to just relax with after school. Doing those things I found put my mind at ease, knowing that where he is the right space, and that I feel more comfortable with my son being at school with these teachers, with this administration, and how they handle certain situations. Questions to ask the teacher at Meet the Teacher Night, that's a whole other ball game. But just for those first steps of the first day of school, then the first week of school, it's a transition too, right? So just be prepared for that. Prepare yourself mentally, and just also hold that space for your child as they transition into the first year of like their life at school. So those are my thoughts. I hope it's helpful. Shopping, getting ready for back to school, the clothing part is done. Mentally, I am getting prepared for our second year at school. That is it. We are on our way to back to school. It is almost here. So thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me for this vlog and unboxing. And I hope you have a good, if it's your first year at school or regular, just back to school, maybe your final year of school. I hope you have a safe, a blessed, a productive, a soft, a kind, gentle, full of knowledge and, discovery, creativity. I just hope it is everything that you're wishing for this back to school. Pray over your kids, pray over their school. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next one, as I have a denim haul coming up. I can't wait to share that with you. Thanks for watching. Take care.